subscribe to this channel.
Hi, welcome to the Underestimated Voices podcast. This is a space for honest conversations, quiet growth, and becoming one lesson at a time. This podcast is for anyone navigating faith, life, purpose, and the seasons that don't come with applause. Here, we talk about the lessons we learn in silence, the strength we build in hidden places, and the grace that carries us through it all. Take a deep breath, lean in, and let's talk.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the Underestimated Voices podcast. I know today's episode is going to sound a little bit of on the other side because emotions are high and everyone is just pissed off as a nation. In few days time, we are going to our general elections. So this episode is called Beyond the Ballot, choosing love after the vote. I was at my favorite barber shop, so we were just having a good time, and I was cutting my hair and also for my boys. Then this man came in. I guess he's from the other camp. Then he started to say all sorts of things, nice things about his preferred candidate. Then these other guys that don't really like the ruling party started saying unnecessary things. Then it was like a hell break loose. Everyone was cursing, everyone was insulting, and a fight almost erupted. Then that got me thinking, and I was scared because my kids were there, and I wouldn't want my children to be caught amongst such kind of fights, and they really get bloody when these political supporters start to exchange fists. So as Zambia prepares for the elections on the 13th of August, this conversation is about helping you to look at life beyond that ballot. So conversations now are becoming louder, opinions are becoming stronger, emotions are running higher. In fact, as I said when I was in that barber shop, every corner has got a debate. Every phone has another political discussion. Every timeline seems to have another argument. For me, I am not for any political party, and I don't really subscribe to political kind of situations because I know that you can't really trust a politician at the end of the day. So in today's episode, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about people, and I don't want to talk about whether you are for the opposition or the ruling party. I want to talk about what happens after the elections. The president just declared a 3-month campaign, which is normal, like 90 days. Now, why should you want to butcher your brother, butcher your friend, just because you share different ideologies about your political party and their political parties? That's so lame, man. After the campaigns are over, after the votes have been counted, and after a winner has been declared, life will still go on. We will still wake up in the same communities. We will still work with the same colleagues. We will still worship in the same churches. We will still greet the same neighbors. We will still be brothers, sisters, friends, and family. The question is this: will you still choose love? One thing I've learned is that politics is temporal. I think one of the aspiring candidate in my area, I wish I can mention his name, he spoke about love, and let us not allow the 90 days campaign period divide us. And to me, that got me thinking, this guy, he is wise. Because you know what? One thing I've learned is that politics is temporal. Relationships are not. No political party is worth losing your family over. No candidate is worth destroying a lifelong relationship. No election is worth shedding innocent blood for. No victory is worth leaving a nation divided. Elections should never make us forget our humanity, because before we belong to a political party, we belong to a nation. And before we carry political colors, we carry human hearts. The greatest victory isn't when your preferred candidate wins. The greatest victory is when a nation remains peaceful after the elections are announced. Zambia has been known as a beacon of peace. So we don't want to break that record. So, as followers of Christ, we are called to be peacemakers, not fire starters. We're called as a Christian nation. So we must be peacemakers, not those that are going to start unnecessary fights. We are called to build bridges, not wars, to speak with wisdom, not hatred, to disagree without becoming enemies. Sometimes we become so passionate about politics that we forget something important. Leadership has always mattered to God. Let me take you in the Bible, in the book of Acts. After Judas left his place amongst the 12 disciples, there was a vacancy. 2 faithful men were presented. That's Joseph and Matthias. The disciples prayed. They sought God's wisdom. Then they cast lots. And in Acts 1, verse 26, it says, "And lot fell upon Matthias, and he was numbered the 11 apostles." This got me thinking. It should remind you and I that selecting leaders is not a foreign idea to God. It is a responsibility that should be approached with prayer, wisdom, and discernment. Voting is more than a civic responsibility. It's an opportunity to participate thoughtfully in the future of our communities and our nation. If you are eligible to vote, Muntwanga, don't stay away because you think your voice doesn't matter. Before you go, in fact, pray, learn, think carefully, then vote wisely. Not because someone pressured you, not someone gave you something to go and vote, not someone corrupted you, not because social media told you to go and vote for that particular person, but because you have taken time to reflect on the values and leadership you believe will serve the nation well. You have read their manifesto and you have fully understood their vision. And once you have voted, respect the process. Accept that not everyone will make the same choice you did. Democracy allows us to differ without becoming divided. One of the biggest mindset shifts we need is this. Your political preference should never become your identity. Your identity is found in your character, in your integrity, in the way you treat people who disagree with you. Real maturity, isn't agreeing with everyone. So just because I am for this party and you tell me, follow my party, and I follow that, and then you think we're going to be cool like that. No, man. It's learning to disagree respectfully. It's refusing to insult people simply because they voted differently. It's reminding that people are more valuable than opinions. As election day approaches, choose your words carefully. Before you post, ask yourself, will this build peace? Will this encourage someone? Will this encourage understanding? Or will it fuel division? Before you argue, ask yourself this. Is winning this argument worth losing this relationship? Because long after campaign posters have faded, people still remember how we treated one another. If your candidate wins, celebrate with humanity. If your candidate doesn't, respond with dignity. Don't let disappointment become distraction, and don't let celebration become ignorance. No matter the outcome, Zambia will still need compassionate people, honest workers, responsible citizens, prayerful families, community that care for one another. The future of our nation isn't shaped by elections alone. It's shaped by the everyday choices you and I make, and that is love, saving and building together. As we approach the voting day, I would like to leave you with these thoughts. Love, vote with wisdom, speak with kindness, lead with humanity, pray with faith, and love without condition, because elections come and go, but the way we treat each other comes part of our national legacy. Thank you so much for listening to the Underestimated Voices podcast. If this conversation encouraged you, share it with someone who believes that peace is stronger than division. Whether your nation is like ours, where we'll be voting soon, be peaceful, Rene. Be peaceful. I am Watson, and remember, let's look beyond the ballot. Let's choose love after the vote. Until next time, stay hopeful, stay prayerful, and keep standing. May God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for spending these moments with me. If this episode spoke to you, take it with you, reflect on it, and let it do the work it needs to do. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are becoming. Follow the podcast, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs it. Until next time, keep showing up, keep growing, and trust the process. Nika first ya mundu wanga. Kazapit. May God bless you. Bye-bye.